girls, welcome back to my channel. If one of your goals for this year is to lose weight, tone your body, or honestly just eat healthier, this is for you. I just did a massive grocery haul. It's probably the biggest one I've done all year, but my focus was on getting tons of delicious high protein foods. I've noticed that when I am focused on eating more protein, and my goal's been like 140 grams a day, I'm able to lose belly fat, lean out, and just see more definition in my body. So I want to show you exactly what I bought, why I bought it, and to make it even easier, I'm going to give you a free grocery printable so you can take that next time you go shopping. So if you've been struggling to figure out what to eat, where to even start, or just feel like eating healthy is overwhelming, this is going to make it so much easier for you. Sweat the thumbs up. That just means give it a little click. And if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. I have new videos every week sharing my health and fitness journey to help you with yours. Plus, I do giveaways every week for my subscribers. So all you have to do is be subscribed, comment down below. It can literally be anything. And I randomly pick one girl each week and drop the winner over in the community channel. And for those of you that are like serious about taking your health and fitness goals to the next level this year, my Tone Body Challenge starts on January 6th. It's a 30-day fitness challenge you can do at home. The workouts only take about 30 minutes a day. And I've given you a free 2-day detox meal plan to help jumpstart your results and just really reset your body, especially after the holidays. So I'll put the link down below. I would love for you guys to join me. And if you do, come back and comment, I'm in, so we can all support each other. When I first started my 45-pound weight loss journey, I made a rule for myself to always shop the perimeter of the grocery store first, because that's where you find your fresh whole foods. So I'd fill up on those things and then get like the staples that you need on the aisles, like rices and beans and all of that. So we're gonna start with the veggies, because that's the first thing I went to when I got into the grocery store. And these are underrated when it comes to protein. I am obviously not a plant-based diet girl, but I do eat a ton of veggies, because when you have high protein as a goal, one, we all need lots of veggies, but also you need that fiber and you need to be able to add up as much protein as you can. And veggies actually have a decent amount of protein per serving, especially if you're eating the right one. As a hypothyroidism girly, I deal with constipation. It's no surprise if you are new to my channel. Welcome. I always focus on a lot of high fiber things too, and that's where you get a lot from veggies. So one of my favorites is Brussels sprouts. They have a great source of fiber. They also have a good source of protein. I know, I feel like people are love or hate with these. I feel like indifferent, but I think they're just a great veggie to bring in the mix a couple times a week. I haven't had these in so long. I honestly forgot about them for a while. So it was good seeing them in the grocery store today, because it was a good reminder to bring them in. And I do them with a little amino acid, which adds more protein and a lot more flavor. I'm a Caesar salad addict. Like, I don't know, when I was pregnant, I just became obsessed with Caesar salads. So I have them a few times a week. I either buy or make my own dressing, but romaine lettuce is a staple in our house and it's a great source of protein. So if you are trying to figure out what lettuce is good to use, the darker, leafier greens are always going to be the best of the best, but romaine is a really good one. Just like iceberg is kind of pointless. Don't get iceberg. Go for the romaine. Kale is one of those cruciferous vegetables, which I typically try to not overeat just because they're hard for my body to digest. But if it's really well cooked, it has great iron. It has some protein in it. Again, it's just another one. We try to add those little grams of protein literally wherever you can. Cucumbers, this is more for my detox. So if you get the 2-day detox, probably get some cucumber in there just to help flush out toxins from the body. And it's a really good way to hydrate your body as well. So always like to have a little cucumber. Parsley and cilantro are always next to each other on the shelves, and I always have to double check, because I've had so many times where I've gotten it and thought I got parsley and like put it in my green juice or something, and it's cilantro, and it just is not the same. The flavor is weird, but parsley is really great for detoxifying the body too. So if you're trying to like flush out December, add some parsley in, whether it's a salad or whatever. Celery, same, really great source of fiber to get that going. These are just like my staple veggies I always love to have. Some green beans or haricot verts, again, to help with that digestion. And spinach, which is another fun one to get some of that added protein in. Really good dark leafy green. These are always a part of my meal. So I just always make sure I have some type of green or veggie with every single meal. And that's going to help too, again, as you're increasing your protein to make sure your digestion is working the way it should. Also, I realized I've been talking about my protein goal, and I know 140 grams can sound like so much, but you are likely not having enough protein. Most women, especially, do not get enough protein every day. And if you feel like you've been working out and eating well and not seeing your body change, you likely just need to increase your protein and you'll see things start to change, because it really does impact our ability to lose weight, balance out our hormones, create muscle, which then helps burn more fat. So important. And I have a calculator actually on my site, you guys. I'll put the link down below. It'll tell you how much you should be aiming for every single day, just to make it easier for you to have a goal in mind. Sweet potatoes, amazing source of fiber. They're delicious, all the vitamins and nutrients you need. So again, these are just healthy staples that everyone should be incorporating into their weekly eating. Whether you are eating out, eating in, if you see these on a menu, go for them. Sweet potatoes are just one of the best. We have them literally prepped in the fridge all the time, and I'll show you guys next week how I prep them to make it easy to throw together really simple, healthy meals. I'm gonna get to all the meats in a minute, but I wanna show you some of like the pantry staples that I use that are really good for getting that protein in, but also just to have in your diet. Pumpkin seeds. These are so underrated. I've been throwing these on all my salads, throwing them on dinners. They have 8 grams of protein in a quarter cup. Now, you're probably not going to eat a quarter cup in one sitting because that is a lot. I would go for 1, maybe 2 tablespoons max. They're still like going to be a fat source, which is a good healthy fat, but you don't want to overdo it. Pumpkin seeds are just great for our bodies in general. They have so much like zinc and iron, copper, magnesium, which we all are low in magnesium, and vitamin D. So start adding these. You can get them at every store. Some variation. Just be careful that they're not like roasted or too salted or anything like that. Garbanzo beans, same thing. I like to throw these in the air fryer with a bunch of seasoning and get them a little bit crispier. They're a great snack. They're great to throw on salads. You can throw them in soups. I always have some cans or cartons in there just because they're such a good high protein, high fiber food source that is easy to add to any meal. Okay. I know just plain black beans would be healthier, but these are so good. They're the Siete. They're kind of seasoned. They're vegan refried beans. They have 6 grams of protein in a serving, which is like half a cup. But again, yes, I could go plain. This just adds like more flavor. It's a little extra fun, but when I do like taco night or burritos or anything else, this is my go-to brand. You can use any brand. The biggest thing, especially if you're doing refried, is knowing what oils they're using in it. So this has avocado oil. You don't want to have like canola oils and stuff. So in that case, I'd go for regular. Artichokes. I have a deep love for artichokes. Cooking them is a pain in the butt. I do it occasionally, but I always have some cans to throw in salads and soups and different things. These are also a good source of protein, and it's one that you would never think, but 3 grams of protein in one of these cans. I know that doesn't sound like a lot because you're like, I'm probably not gonna eat the whole can. But again, when your goals for protein are high, you need it to add up with all the little things. So knowing which veggies, knowing which beans and stuff have the most protein is gonna be super helpful, so you can always be mindful of that and sneak those in. I'm gonna get to all the proteins in a second, the meats and stuff, but a couple of things that I just always have on hand for healthy eating in general. Still in the veggies, butternut squash, kind of with the sweet potato. I just love this roasted. It is so yummy. I'll do this with salmon, like my pesto salmon, or just make some pesto or make some salmon, put some pesto on it. These are really, really yummy. I always have lemons, also great for detoxification. Blueberries, such a good fruit to add into your routine to get those antioxidants, and it's low in sugar. Apple, same thing, good fiber, not too high like glycemic index. Bananas I use sparingly, but I like throwing them in smoothies sometimes. They're just like a little bit higher of a sugary fruit. Some more nuts like chopped pecan, tahini. This is so great to make like sauces and dressings. I have a few different recipes in my meal plans that you guys will get if you grab the meal plan as part of the challenge. So you'll see some of those, but it's just like good to drizzle on stuff, put some lemon with it. I've shared recipes in YouTube videos too. It is so yummy, and again, has 6 grams of protein per serving, which is great. If you're going for a nut butter, I didn't buy any because I already have some. Peanut butter is higher in protein. I love my cashew butter and I love almond butter, but peanut butter has the higher protein just by a little bit. All right, let's bring out the biggest protein sources, the things you all should be having every single week as your focus, and then we fill in with all the veggies and the good stuff. One of the most basic things that I think has honestly helped transform my health and helped me get more protein without feeling like I'm eating all day long is bone broth. So almost every store has some type of bone broth you can get, but bone broth versus just like a chicken broth is gonna have more protein and more micronutrients as well. So you're gonna get a lot out of it. This has 19 grams of protein in this one little container, which is how many ounces? 16 ounces. So you could pour this in a mug basically and drink it. And that's what I do a lot. And I'll put a little salt on it. I'll put some peppers. I make all my soups. So my detox soups that you've seen in my meal plans that I've made here before, all of those I'll do bone broth in so that I can have it daily. And again, if I'm making a soup, it's adding so much more protein into one meal. So instead of just maybe the chicken in there, I'm now getting more like 40 plus grams in a single serving. Greek yogurt is the yogurt you should be having if you're having yogurt because it has the highest protein. So there are a lot of different brands out there. My biggest thing, I do plain yogurt. If you are someone who needs the flavor, totally get it. Just make sure that it doesn't have more than like 5 ideally grams of sugar per serving and that you're getting at least 15 grams of protein. So this one has 20 grams of protein per serving. Different brands are going to be slightly different. So like I said in the beginning, you don't have to buy the exact brands I buy. You don't have to buy organic and non-GMO, but think about the things like how much protein does it actually have? How much sugar does it have? Those are the most important things as you're shopping and trying to get healthier. And don't forget, I have that grocery printable for you guys I'm going to share too. So that's going to help with all of this, just to give you some of those basic tips and guidelines as you're shopping. Okay, these are just for like those days that there's no time, but I want to make sure that I am getting a healthy-ish high protein meal. They're pretty clean. There's not like too much going on in them, but it's just these little egg bites. They have 15 grams of protein, only 2 grams of sugar. There's some dairy and stuff, which I don't try to eat a lot of, but when you need something quick, it's a really great choice to have. So I always like to have little things like this on hand too. On the egg train, also hard-boiled eggs. Yes, of course, you can hard boil them yourself. I do them in the air fryer sometimes and it makes it super easy, but also sometimes we're just busy, and especially after the holidays and all the time just like cooking and all of that, it's nice to just have things you can grab and don't have to deal with even prepping. I have a big old carton of eggs. So I eat eggs most mornings. Ryan eats eggs every single day. Luke eats it. We go through a lot of eggs in our house. So these are pasture raised ones, whatever eggs you feel best about and are able to get them. But eggs are such a great source of protein, and they're a complete perfect protein. You have everything you need. Ground turkey. You guys know I hate showing raw meat. Ugh, it's like, I hate it, but here it is. Ground turkey. So I do a bunch. I got, where did it go? This taco seasoning. I make my own seasoning sometimes, but it's just easy to throw it. It literally takes like 3 minutes to cook ground anything, especially ground turkey. It's so quick. Get it with a little bit of fat. So this is 93% lean, 7% fat. That's kind of the perfect ratio. So it's not too dry. If you're getting 99% fat free, it's going to taste terrible. You want to have a little bit of fat, and a little fat is okay when you're eating healthy. It's in fact good for you. You need it to balance your hormones out. So that's what I prefer when it comes to the ground meat. Chicken, I do chicken breast. Typically, I don't do the bone in. I do skinless always. That's gonna reduce the fat content and really just give you a good high protein piece of meat. But I know chicken can also get dry. So when I cook it with my Greek yogurt. I just coat it in that, and that helps lock in and add so much moisture that the chicken is always like juicy and perfect. I love stocking up on tuna. Again, when you are short on time or I just need something fast that I can prep ahead, I will prep like a big container of it in the fridge and have it ready to go for the week to either snack on like with crackers or celery, or to throw in a salad, sandwich, whatever it is. Tuna has, I think, 30 plus grams, 33 grams of protein in one can. When you buy your tuna, buy it in water, no salt added. That is the key. Little shrimp. I haven't had shrimp in a really long time, and I don't know that it's the best choice, to be honest, for me, because I recently found out I have high cholesterol genetically. It's a good one to make little bowls with. I love doing this with some rice and some pineapple, and again, it's a really good source of protein. There's 23 grams of protein in 4 ounces. Think of 4 ounces kind of like the size of your palm. That's like a perfect serving size throughout the day, and most protein sources are going to have between 20 and 30 grams of protein in that 4 to 5 ounce amount. Okay, we're almost done. I have a few more, and these ones are really good. This is something I started buying more recently. There's a few different brands that make it. First of all, it's grass-fed beef, but here's the thing. If you guys have known me for a while, you know I didn't eat beef for like 15 years. It would upset my stomach all the time, and then I don't know, I decided to try it last year, and I've been totally fine, and I love it. So the reason why I buy this one, if you're a vegan, I'm sorry, I'm gonna probably lose you at this point, but ground beef, beef heart, and beef liver, and it's all blended together. If you were to tell me I'm gonna eat a beef heart or beef liver, I'd be like, I can't do it. I can't do it mentally. But it's all in here, so I don't have to think about it. But liver and the organs are so high in micronutrients and high in protein and vitamin B12, which like so important for our brain, our hormones, and you get those from those. So I've been buying a blend like this. Most places have some variation of this. This one is like organic, grass-fed, blah, blah, blah. That's like the only way you'll get me to get the liver in, which I know I should be doing doing either that or taking capsules. Okay, and I think this is it. And this is on the snack train. If you are trying to eat more protein, if you're trying to eat healthier, if you're trying to lean out and lose some weight this year, again, the protein is going to be the key. And having healthy snacks is so important that you can grab when you're like, I need something. So I'm a big jerky girl. These are Archer is the brand. It doesn't really matter. When I buy beef jerky, the main thing I look for is the sugar, because you don't think beef jerky would have sugar, but it has a lot usually. So this one has no sugar added. It's really simple ingredients, and it has 12 grams of protein in 1 ounce, which is absolutely amazing. And then these are just like the little mini sticks to take on the go too. So we always have these stocked up in the house. Okay, no, that was a lot of stuff, a lot to go through, but these are really the staples that I love to have in our house all the time for maintenance, as I'm just keeping my body fit and healthy. But especially if you are trying to lose weight, if you are trying to eat healthier, these are like the go-tos that are gonna have the highest protein, be the most nutritional for your body. And at the end of the day, eating like this isn't just about weight loss, but this is gonna support your hormone health, your energy levels, you're gonna sleep better. All of those things come along with what we put in our body. And that's one of the biggest things I've learned through my own weight loss journey and my fitness journey, is how important the foods we eat are for just our overall wealth. So hopefully you guys liked seeing this. If you did, make sure you sweat that thumbs up and leave a comment down below. And don't forget to join the challenge. I'll link that down below for you, and grab your printable. Everything you need is there. I love you guys so much. Next week, I will have that meal prep video with recipe ideas as well. So make sure you check that out.